All right. So again, on our mat, okay, moisten our fingers. Grab some rice. Just wetting my fingers a little bit. Moving the rice around. They say, and I think it's just based on their mastery of their craft, but they say a master sushi chef can get all the rice to face in one direction. I'd like to see that. But they truly are masters at their craft. I am a novice. Yes, I am a chef. But this is certainly not something that, I trained a lot to do. So just kind of dabbled in, had fun. All right, so again, a little bit of wasabi. I like the little kick, the little punch that it gives. Again, got my crab stick. I can go green onions, right? Maybe a little cucumber as well too. Okay, just like that, and then roll it forward. Okay, so bring it over. Keep everything tucked in. All right, roll it forward, and then just walk it forward, walk it forward, walk it forward. This is the tricky part. Okay, till it seals, just like that. Then you can always back it up, and you can do it again. This time though, you can really, I'm pulling back with my fingers as I'm pulling the mat forward. Okay, you get a nice little seal. If you want, another little kind of neat little trick is you can shape them. I'll take it and I'll press down at a 45-degree angle, like that. Okay, and now I've made it kind of a teardrop shape. So when I cut it, it'll have more of a teardrop shape to it. It's kind of fun. It gives it a little different shape. Do have to wipe off your knife a lot. Excuse me. A traditional Japanese knife One second, let me cut that real quick. A traditional Japanese knife only has a bevel on one side, meaning, if standard chef's knife, it's beveled in on both directions to create a point. Well, on a Japanese knife, one side is straight, the other side is beveled. Me being a lefty, you kind of sometimes have a hard time finding a left-handed knife because left-handedness is not very popular in Japan. So that, pardon my snacking, is another option. You can definitely see, it's got a little different shape to it, more of that teardrop shape. But it's fun to just kind of, play around a little bit. Different shapes, different fillings, right? Just a nice little simple, shape to it versus, the more traditional round shapes that you'd see. And I know that, again, this is kind of basic sushi 101, but you can play around with a lot of different things. You could do some fried shrimp, tempura shrimp in the center if you'd like. You could take the crab, you can kind of chop it up, mix it with a little mayonnaise, a little bit of sriracha, and make a spicy crab filling is an option. Of course, raw fish such as salmon, tuna can be used as well too. I forego that, meaning I chose not to, just because, safety concerns and picking up food, kits and storage and stuff, and being that, it could be sitting around for quite some time. But once you learn the basics of making sushi, it's not that hard. Bamboo mat cost $1. A bag of Calrose rice is, a few dollars. The cucumber, the avocado, the green onion, and the carrot that I bought didn't cost me, more than $2 or $3. The most expensive part, of course, is going to be if you're going to be using sushi grade fish, such as salmon or tuna, which can easily be $24, $26, $28, $30 a pound. But you want to make sure that it is, sushi grade, because it is important that you are going to be eating this, or you will be eating this raw. So I want you to, again, be careful. I'm going to go ahead and do one more, just to kind of give you, again, another idea of how it's done. But it is, again, as you can see, relatively simple. So I got my sheet. I'm going to find where that second perforation is, which is right there. Whoops. I tore that one a little bit. That's okay. I can just cut it. There you go. Because it really won't matter that much. Okay. So, place it down on my board. Another way to add a little wasabi is just right to the nori sheet itself. You could add a little wasabi. Again, I kind of like the kick a little bit. I don't like it so spicy, though, that it hurts. Get my fingers in my water. Grab a ball. Again, that ball is probably not much bigger than an orange. You notice the rice is sticking. Just, again, dip your fingers. And then just gently move it out. But don't pack down too tight. Okay, there should be little nooks and crannies kind of in between that you can see. Because again, it's all going to get kind of filled. Don't go quite all the way to the edge. I made that mistake the last couple, not even, kind of realizing it. But leave yourself a little bit of room at the end to seal. Okay, so again, I don't know, let's see. Let's do more avocado. So avocado's nice. Adds a nice little creaminess to it. Cream cheese could be used as well too. That's not an uncommon ingredient. To add nice little flavor. I know that some would argue it's not traditional, but a lot of things are not traditional that still taste good. So that's kind of my philosophy. If it tastes good, just go with it. All right, so I got a little avocado in there. I don't know, let's see what else we can add. Maybe a little bit of carrot, in there as well to create a little mosaic. All right, so we got our stuff in there. So up and around, okay, keep everything tucked in, okay. Let me turn that around, so I'm kind of keeping everything tucked under, and then roll forward. If you find that it's, having a hard time, get your fingers in there a little bit, just roll it forward, walk it forward, walk it forward, walk it forward, walk it forward. Just like that, okay. So there's our next one. Again, you can always, kind of roll it back, and I'm just kind of pulling a little bit just to kind of tighten everything. Just roll it tight, just to make sure you got a good seal. Okay. And there's another one. And again, make sure you wet your knife. Okay. And then cut in half. And then cut. Cut. And as I notice, my knife is again getting sticky. I wipe. And then And there, whoops, see, gotta be fast. Quick little snap. And then there's our other one. So, sushi can be made, it's fun. It's kind of like, making tamales. In the sense that, everybody can kind of get involved. Everybody can get in there and, have a little fun, make their own. So, I hope you guys, get an opportunity to kind of make these. We'll certainly set a little side of time for you seniors. And as I mentioned, go and get a carrot or a cucumber, or, red bell pepper could be used inside there for a little bit of color as well too, although maybe not traditional, but, who really cares? It's not necessarily about traditionalism. It's more about, just having fun and learning the technique of making a little bit of sushi, and as you, maybe get a little older and you start, when we get back to normal and friends can come over, you can have a little sushi making party. So I'm going to load these up because I know my wife is definitely going to want to snack on a few of these. And I would definitely say they are something that needs to be eaten relatively quick. You don't want to let them sit out and get too stale. So I'm going to go ahead and, make the rest. As far as what you serve it with, commonly it's served, well, let's see. It would commonly be served with a little bit of wasabi. And a little bit of soy sauce. Okay. And just the sushi itself. Got a couple, 2, 3, and that's how you'd serve it. A little bit of sushi, a little bit of wasabi. Some people will take and add a little wasabi to their soy sauce. Others will just kind of maybe dip the corner of the sushi into the soy sauce, and then eat. It's good. Excuse me, I had to finish eating that. All right, so that's our sushi demo. Hope you guys really enjoy it. Don't be afraid at some point to experiment on your own, and really think about being kind of creative in the kitchen.